Hey everybody, welcome back to another video, to episode 4 of Rebuilding Wizard101 in Planet Coaster 2. Not gonna lie, it's been a while. I've had this recorded for a couple weeks now, I think, and I just haven't gotten around to do the voiceover, so here we are right now. As you can see, we started off by, I've already put this down, the little circle pathways where people can walk. But we're making a little kind of dome kind of thing where the guests can come in, and this part right here is the centerpiece of it. I did download this sandstorm kind of thing from the workshop. I will be putting the creator's name onto our board that we did in episode 3, just because I want a sandstorm, because I main a balance in Wizard101, and what better way to do a sandstorm, right? So I enclosed the sandstorm because obviously we don't want guests to go through it and hurt themselves, am I right? So we enclosed it, and I did the same thing like we did for the enclosure to do the bigger dome. I think I do this twice because I do it once and it's not lined up correctly the way I wanted it to, and then I just redo it again. But you get the idea right here. Like, we just go all around. This is gonna be the dome where people, this is gonna be the main hub pretty much. So you go through Bartleby, you come into here, and then you get to choose which world you go through. Yeah, you see, it didn't line up correctly, so I didn't really like it. So then I redeleted everything. I deleted everything and redid everything. Sorry. I just wanted to, I think I didn't line it up correctly the first time. I think that's what it was. So the second time I do end up lighting it up correctly. We do a lot in this episode, to be honest. Also, I wanted to ask, is 30 minutes too long? I could try filming the same amount, but speeding it up much faster to make the video a little bit, obviously less than 30 minutes. So I want, I could cut it in half, make it 15 minutes for the same amount of work. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I don't know, I feel like 30 minutes would be too much to sit around and just watch. So maybe 15-minute episodes would be great with the same amount of work. Who knows? We'll see. So then obviously I was trying to find some kind of closure to go around the snowstorm. Not the snowstorm, the sandstorm. But I think I ended up using the hedges for a leaf hedge, just like this, and I go all around it to close it all up. But I do still have to test it with guests because I'm not really sure if they could still go through these hedges or not. But I hope they don't. But I'll test it probably in the off video, or when I'm editing next or building the park next. Obviously it didn't line up, so I had to move it around a bit, and I duplicated it and made it a bit smaller just to close up the gap in between. And then obviously we can't leave the outside part like that, so I ended up adding some leaves all around, some bushes, just like that. But yeah, I'm super excited for this. I'm telling you, in this whole episode we added a lot. It does end up being very cute and beautiful in this main hub. We also do end up starting on Wizard City in this episode, so that's exciting. One thing I wanted to do right here is add trees all around and light them up to match the school trees. So I did 2 balanced trees in the front of the entrance of where you enter through Bartleby. And then on one side I did the spirit schools, so life, myth, and death. And on the other side I did the elemental schools, which is fire, ice, and storm. And I tried to line them up very well just to match everything. It still needs a bit of work. I chose this tree right here just because it's cute for every single tree, but I just turned it around, spun it around so it doesn't look the same, obviously. And here are the lights. This is brown for balance right here. Same thing for the other one. And over here is green for life to match the life school vibe. And then that's the myth one right here. And then for the death one, I did I think it was gray for the death, just because if I do black, that's basically it doesn't make sense, because there's no such thing as a black light, right? Well, I know the black light where it glows stuff, but black LED. Like there's nothing like that, right? So I just did gray or white, and it works out perfectly. So here's some more bushes and leaves, just to bring this area alive. We go all around, close up that empty gap, and then I think I add benches all around. I'm sure I do. Hang on, let's check it out. Oh no, I added also like flowers under each tree, and I changed the colors to match each school. So same thing as the lights, like life, death, gray for death, yellow for myth, blah blah blah. Yeah, pretty much. As we speak, by the way, as I'm speaking right now, well, not technically, I was gonna talk about Test Realm. It's currently live for the summer updates. I haven't really logged on to Test Realm yet, but I'm so excited. Apparently there's a new raid, 8-person raid this time, so that's really exciting for Wizard101. Plus there's a recycling bin now where like if you trash something, you could retrieve it right back without emailing support on Wizard101, so that's really cool. I'm super excited for this new update. Can't wait. It's in the test room right now, but because I'm filming on the weekend, it's currently closed, but it should be back up on Monday. But yeah, here we are. We added some benches all around, and these are a little bit of string lights. They remind me of the housing ones like that are in the Wizard101 game. I love the string lights in the Wizard101. They're so cool. So I put them in here as well. So I just added 2, made them big enough to touch each end, and hung them up. They look so cool. It's a nice vibe. It's like a little sanctuary, you know what I mean? But yes, this is gonna be the main hub of where guests can select which world they want to go to, or technically which park, if you want to say it like that. But yeah, but also, did I mention this? I think I did. We start off on Wizard City in this park, so that's exciting. You'll see it soon. But yeah, look at those cute string lights. That's so adorable. And our little hub, oh, it's amazing. And then we have lampposts, obviously, because we need some light in this little hub sanctuary kind of thing. So I think I ended up going with these ones, and I made it so that there's 2 of them like that. And I just put these all around, copy and pasted them, put them all around, turn them around, just to bring more light so guests are not bumping into each other and like falling or tripping or anything like that. It's super cute. It's super cute. I can't believe I think my last episode 3 was 2 weeks ago, so I'm glad that we're guys gonna have this episode 4 right now. Episode 5 is currently in the works, so I can't wait for that, to show you that. What is happening here? I completely forgot what I did here. I have no idea what's happening. Why am I recreating this? Oh, right! I remember. It's for the entrance, because there's a path that still is technically outdoors, so I'm just trying to close it up right now. Why did I completely forget? Right here. Right where you exit Bartleby. That's so funny. But yeah, here it is. And then in a second, this whole like building looks like an igloo. Hang on, look from here. It looks like a whole igloo, so that's so adorable. But I love it. I think it's really cool. Added some more leaves on that side. And yeah, I think I added a bench or 2. Did I? I guess not. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, added the trash cans. Yes. Because obviously we don't want our park to be dirty. There has to be a trash can within like every single meter that a guest is walking through, because yeah, we can't have people littering. And with this new update, actually, that just came on Planet Coaster literally a couple days ago, is that they added security guards. So that's really cool. I'm super excited. You could add security cameras. Like there's guests that can vandalize your stuff. They could kick the benches and break trash cans. There's people that can steal stuff. So it's good to have security guards, just to keep that from happening in your park. So that's really cool. So this is the first entrance way where we're gonna have Wizard City. I did this off camera, but it's really cool. I added rocks and like a screen that says Wizard City. because that's going to be the way people are going to pick the park they want to go to. Here's the staircase. I'm making some room for like where they could exit. There we go. Now you're wondering, why are we going downwards? It's because Wizard City is all about tunnels when you go through each area. So this is going to be that kind of tunnel where like I'm going to have the terrain. You'll see in a second how it's going to cover up the whole pathway. So you're technically walking through a tunnel and exiting to a whole new world, if that makes sense. So yeah, so this is the main like tunnel staircase that people guests are going to walk through. And then we're going to have it where they're going to exit, where technically Golem Court exits, and then you enter the commons. So here's the little tunnel that I'm built out of the rock the rock walls, stone walls. It's kind of tough to like line it up correctly because there's always going to be like a piece that's like poking out, so it's kind of tough to like make it look the best. But I did what I did. It looks good to my liking, so that's fine. I don't mind it. It was a lot of copy and pasting and a lot of deleting. But I like this a lot. I did end up trying to do this before. Like, I recorded it, but I didn't really like how it turned out, so I completely like deleted that footage and then redid it. But the way I did it right here is my favorite way. That came out, so that's really cool. You see, like, there's a lot of deleting because there's a lot of overlapping, but that's okay. It still ends up being great. Like, it's awesome. Just like how it is in Wizard City. Just like how it is in Wizard City, and that's what we want. So yeah, just like, and then over here I had to tilt it a bit because we're going downwards. And it's just like copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste, and then retilt again, and then copy and paste, and then there you go. Even though I'm going to have the terrain over it, I still wanted that kind of texture to be inside the tunnel, like the stone wall texture. So, yeah. It still came out great. Like, I like how it is right here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you guys think I should try to do it differently or anything like that? Let me know. Like, you see, it's adorable. And here's a bit more deleting and, like, moving stuff around just to make sure it's perfect. And nothing's like sticking out that much. And obviously we had to add some lighting in there, so that's what we did with these square light boxes. Really cool. Lights everything up. Awesome. And then on the flat areas, I think I added benches because, again, we don't want people to get tired, and trash cans. We don't want anything dirty. And here it is where we're closing it up, like we're going inside the ground. And I had to like make sure everything's good, everything's lined up, nothing's poking out, just like right here. There we go. And I might add some trees around that stuff because like it looks great. It would look great. I haven't done it yet, but like this is how it looks. I just clean it up a bit more. We're gonna close up that area. Just like that. And it just turns out great. Like, I really like how it turned out. Like, it was cool. A lot of smoothing around. And then over here, we have to get rid of all the ones that poked out through the wall. Part of the terrain that poked out. So, we just clean it up. It still works great. It gives off the same vibe. Yeah. So, like, as the guests are walking down the staircase, you're going to enter basically where the fairgrounds is and the buildings on your left. So technically pretend like you were in the Golem Court in Wizard101, and then you exited the Golem Court to the commons, and then that's where you end up. So this is where the entrance is. So we're entering from the Golem Court pretty much. So that's really cool. And then we're gonna build the buildings on the left and then fairgrounds on the right. And then if you keep going down, you enter the main area in the commons where the pond is and other buildings, and you're going to see the headmaster's tower, the office. So I can't wait. I can't wait to start building that. In episode 5, we end up building Gamma's tower first, and then we're going to start with, we're going to start with Gamma's tower, and then we're going to start with Gamma's tower, and then we're going to start with Gamma's tower, and then we're going to start with Gamma's tower, and then we're going to start with Gamma's tower, and then we're going to start with Gamma's tower, and then we're going to start with Gamma's tower, and then we're going to start with Gamma's tower, and then we're going to start with Gamma's tower, and then we're going to start with Gamma's tower, and then we're going to start with Gamma's tower, and then we're going to start with Gamma's tower, and then we're going to start with Gamma's tower, and then we're going to start with Gamma's tower, and then we're going to start with Gamma's tower, and then we're going to start with Gamma's tower, and then we're going to start with Gamma's tower, and then we're going to start with Gamma's tower, and then we're going to start with Gamma's tower, and then we're going to start with Gamma's tower, and then we're going to start with Gamma's tower, and then we're going to start with Gamma's tower, and then we're going to start with Gamma's tower the headmaster's Muriel Ambrose's tower, which I think I might make a restaurant actually. I don't know. We'll see. I'm thinking right now I might make the headmaster's tower a restaurant, but I'll still try to theme it where it's like it's in like an office kind of thing. So hopefully that will work. We'll see. So I wanted to add some rocks around this exit way, just like what we did in the entrance. So that's really cool. Cleaned it up a bit, added these rocks all around. I love adding rocks like this now because it just gives such a great texture to it, and it's so cool. Like there's all kinds of abstract kind of stuff. It's not just like plain, you know what I mean? And I think I do end up adding a sign as well to say back to the, I forgot what I called the main area, like the hub that we did. So we'll figure it out together, I guess, when we watch it. So I'm just cleaning stuff up right here to make it look good. And over here it's poked out again, so I have to clean it up again. This terrain tool is so cool. Like you can do so much stuff with it. It's awesome. And I also want to add like music, like the same Wizard101 music. I'll probably add to here, so that will be really cool. Now I could use the blueprints that I already built these buildings in to add them here, and this is the actual way the buildings actually look, and they're colored the right way. So that's really cool. I'm super excited. But the ones that were in the main entranceway in our park, I had to recolor, so that's fine though. But like still, yeah, here it is. The fourth building is actually down the hill, just right before the entranceway for the Ravenwood. That's really exciting. And here I am struggling with the terrain, trying to make it work. But we get it done. We get it done. We get it done. Right here. Right here, I think. Right here. Yep, there it is. So cool. So cool. Super exciting. So yeah, so that's where they exit. We see the buildings on that side. And over here, we're going to build the fairgrounds. I think I did such a good job with the fairgrounds, in my opinion. But I can't wait to see what you guys think. Yeah. And here we are. I had to build like a square, not a square, what am I saying? A circle pathway right here. And then we added the carousel in the middle because that's where the carousel is. Obviously, we had to do some coloring because it doesn't look like that, and editing as well. I had to redo it, I think, or not. I think I just moved it down. The pathway. I think that's what happened. Yeah, there it is. And then this is where we're gonna have the entrance for the carousel, so that's really cool. It's gonna be great. I could, like, I'm surprised I could still add the pathway from here to here, like the way you're seeing right now, because I'm genuinely confused if guests can walk on that or not. It's like, are they gonna be cutting through the line? I'm curious to see how that's gonna look, but we'll see when the park opens, I guess. Yeah. I just had to work with the terrain a bit more because we gotta. It's a big space. The commons is a big space, and I genuinely don't know how to, like. My issue is right now on the left or the right of the commons. If you're going down this pathway right now, it would lead to the shopping district. But the way we have it set up in our park, it would lead to the entrance and the parking lot. I just don't know how I'm gonna be doing the shopping district to lead to the other streets. I might make it go through the Ravenwood area. I'm not really too sure, but we'll see. We'll figure it out when that happens. Because I can't be lowering, you know, the terrain on the parking lot, you know what I mean? Because then have everything underneath. That's not gonna look the best, right? And this is just like I just did that for fun, by the way, the little pathway, just to plan everything out. But yeah, I was working on some of the terrain over here to figure it out, to make it look better, but it didn't work. Yeah, I was trying to make this look a little bit better, but I think I failed and I had to undo everything. Yeah. Oh, over there we fixed Bartleby's eyes, by the way. I don't know if you if you see from episode 3 to here, it's different. His eyes are different, slightly better than what I had it before, to be honest. But yeah, you could catch that. Here we are editing the carousel. On the carousel, there's like this Ravenwood, like, what's it called? There's a crescent, I think, I forgot what it's called. That's what they call it, I think. I'm not really too sure. With Bartleby, just like that. So I made it I remade it kind of similar. Made it a bit smaller. So this is supposed to be Bartleby right here. And like the Ravenwood thing. It kind of works, like the leaves part with the different shades of green. I kind of like it. And we just place it on the ride like that. So with Planet Coaster 2, you could actually edit the rides and like with scenery and make it look the way you want to. So this was my first time actually trying it out. It looks really cool. I had to save it as a blueprint, and then every time I wanted to add a new one, I had to use the one from the blueprint. So we add one on every single part where it's like a yellow thing right here. And I had to use like advanced move to line it up correctly, because if I just place it on there, it'll place it flat. So I kind of have to like like with the Y and Z axis, rotate it. So yeah, so we did that all around. It looks just like the carousel that's in the game. Obviously the seats are not like the dragon, the unicorn, the fire cat, the bat. What else is there? The shark. Am I missing another one? I think I'm missing another one. I don't know what the other ones are, but yeah, these are just like the horses and the seats. So it's fine. It's still a carousel, you know what I mean? But yeah, we ended up also getting tents from the workshop as well. I do have to add those names to our board up in the front of our park, just to give them shout outs. But I used one tent, and then I just changed the colors to match the ones that are there. And each tent is basically a shop, so that's really cool. Look at the way it turns. Oh, it's so cool. It's so cool. Here's the tents that we downloaded. I checked a few of them, but I think I ended up using this one right here, and I just changed the colors for it. Not this one. I ended up placing this one, but we're gonna end up removing this one. It's not this one either, because I want it to be smaller, and those things don't scale down, so we had to do a different one, and it's this one right here. So we just copied and pasted that one and just changed the colors over and over. So yeah, that's really cool. Here's the color changing that we have to do. I go over them quite a bit because there's a lot of pieces over here and a lot of colors to change. But overall, like in episode 5, like you'll see it looks amazing. It looks amazing for the fairgrounds. I think I did a great job. We also ended up doing the gazebo where the two wizards are acting. And I think it's Sabrina that gives us the spells that's beside the gazebo in the fairgrounds. I think that's her name, Sabrina. I'm not really too sure, but yeah. I'm not sure if I'll add her because there's no like feature where I could add guests and just make them stay still. There's a feature where I could put entertainers, but I don't think there's no such thing like as a wizard or anything like that. But speaking of Planet Coaster and like wizard and fantasy themes, in the next update in June, they're bringing back the pirate and the fantasy theme. So that's really cool. I'm so excited. I might go around the buildings and redo the roofs because with the new theme with fantasy, they have the actual good roofs. So I might go back to the buildings that we've already done and add those instead when the update comes to live, when it comes out, I guess. Which I think it might be in end of June because the recent update in May just happened like a couple days ago on the 29th. So yeah, I'm so excited for the fantasy theme. It's probably gonna help us so much more with our park. And yeah, so this is us making the gazebo. I had to line everything up to make it great. But yeah, again, I say this every single episode. I'm genuinely so excited for this park to take shape and fully come to life. There's so much that we have to do. It's gonna take a while for us to complete it, and I'm so excited. Like, genuinely so excited. Like, it's coming out so well. You guys are all loving the way it's coming out, and it's like I'm just making me happy. So I'm just gonna continue with this. I haven't streamed much of it, to be honest. I think I've only streamed the first episode that we ever did, like the first episode that ever came out. That was all done in a live stream. So I think I might do streams here and there with one full episodes and just like have that like for 1.5 hours, and then have that as one episode, just because streaming is fun. I haven't gone live on Twitch in a minute, and because of this I haven't been playing much of Wizard101 actually, so I do need to get back in that as well. I have to finish Selenopolis, so I'm super excited for that. Can't wait. But here's a little gazebo. I think I ended up closing all the door entrances over here just to close it up. I guess these tents were built to have multiple shops in them, but I kind of just want one shop because on the other sides, like, there won't be any pathway for guests. So here we are, adding the shops for each tent. I try to do something different than what we've already done, so that's really cool. Yeah, so here's the shop right here for the first tent. And then I forgot that I named it these kinds of things. So I named each shop and each tent part of the mini games. So the first one was Potion Motion. This one, I forgot which one I named this one actually. Let's see. This one is Hot Shots. Nice, nice. Potion Motion is the most popular one. I mean, come on, like, it's the easiest game to get potions fast. All you need to do is like just spam your clicking until you reach level 2, and then you're good. Skull Riders, okay, another good one. Because, like, for those of you who played Wizard101, you already know that when you go to a tent, you get to play the mini games. And then this is where the potions vendor is. I forgot her name. She's an icon. Our little old lady. She looks like oh my god, how am I forgetting these NPCs' names? The one that's beside Eloise, beside the Zeke. She's a reskin of Eloise. And then this is the little like flags that they have around the fairgrounds, and I just like copied both of them and changed the colors, made them smaller, and yeah, just it looks so cool. It does look like a fairground in episode 5. Like, I'm not gonna be doing everything here in episode 4, but in episode 5 it really does come together. That's where we complete the fairgrounds. I'll also be working on the walls around the commons, the castle walls that blocks everything around. So yeah, it's super cool. We add the hedges, the fences as well, so that's really cool. It's all exciting stuff. It's exciting stuff. If you guys have any ideas for me to recreate that's part of Wizard101 that I could add like Easter eggs or anything like that, let me know in the comments, or let me know on Twitter, let me know anywhere, Discord or whatever. I'll try my best to add them. Like, I'm having such a good time with this park, and I'm not planning on stopping right now. So this is gonna be my first ever park in Planet Coaster 2, aside from like anything that I want to do personally. So I'm really excited. I'm like, my full attention is to this park right now, so I can't wait to see how it goes. As always, obviously. So yeah, added some more leaves, obviously, because we need leaves and bushes all around to make it come together. We also do have to add a entrance sign for the carousel, because you can't have the entrance just be like empty like that. So yeah. And then here are the signs for each of the store. I ended up doing like floor signs just like that, because we don't want anything on the tent or inside. So that's really cool. Right there, Gulpy. And this is, I think, the washrooms. I know all the Americans are gonna be like, he said washroom, not a restroom. It is a washroom. But if you want to get into that more, join the Discord. We could talk about it. But yeah, here's me just like clearing out the walls just to make room for the trees. And yeah, this is all the work that we did in this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching this. Can't wait for episode 5. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and join our Discord. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.